Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG'S coming at you from a savannah biome cave in this Let's Play Minecraft survival series. In the previous episode, we ventured forth from Donkey Town in search of a savannah, and we freaking found one, which is behind me. And in this episode, my friends, we are going to be going deep underground here in the savannah to try and find ourselves a diamond before heading all the way home back to Mole City. And I have no idea whether we are going to make it home or not, but hey, we're going to give it our best freaking shot. Now guys, I've been hanging out in this cave trying to figure out how to best find a diamond for today's episode, and I have made a little staircase that goes all the way down there into a cave system. So today we are going to be exploring down there to see if we can find a diamond. Rocky, my man, you stay right here, man. You do not sneak your ass through this tiny little gap or I'ma slap your freaking equestrian butt. You hear me, you bastard? Oh man, that freaking horse. He's got a mind of his own, guys. He does whatever the jazz he wants. I've also set up a little chest for myself over here with the compass and all the other jazz in here. And I've made a bunch of space in my inventory just in case we find some pretty sweet loot down in this cave. But without further ado, my friends, let's head downwards in search for the bling blangs. And you guys might be wondering, Rendog, why is your voice sounding a little bit strange? Well, it's sounding a bit weird because it's 7 o'clock in the freaking morning right now, and yeah, I got up super early. It's Sunday, the sun is out and blazing. It's a beautiful day in London. And in a few hours' time, I am going to be heading over to DreamHack London to go and meet some freaking peeps and hang out and watch the finals of the Counter-Strike DreamHack London Open event. DreamHack invited me over to go to the event this weekend, which was absolutely freaking awesome. And man, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit of a story about DreamHack London 2015 because it's been absolutely freaking amazing. Well, I suppose some of you guys haven't watched the video where I spoke about DreamHack, so let me quickly give you a breakdown of what happened. Well, I was just playing Minecraft one day, and Iskal, my good buddy, sent me a message on Skype and asked me if I wanted to go to DreamHack. And Iskal actually works with DreamHack, so he has the access to DreamHack. And man, he hooked me up with some tickets to go this weekend to DreamHack London, which is in the Copper Box Stadium in the Olympic Park. Absolutely crazy venue. And of course, I said absolutely, I would love to go to DreamHack London. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I went yesterday, which was Saturday, and I was hanging out there, met some cyberdogs, and I also met one of the people in this world who influenced me to start playing playing Minecraft on YouTube. You know, a ton of you guys always ask me, Rendog, what got you started on YouTube? Why did you start making these videos? You damn creeper bastard. Where did he come from? Did he just spawn behind me like that? Freaking rude. But yeah, man, you know, my usual answer to the question, why did you start playing Minecraft on YouTube, is because I watched other people play Minecraft on YouTube. They inspired me, and I decided to do it for myself. And I couldn't actually believe my freaking eyeballs yesterday when one of the people, one of the YouTubers that inspired me to start playing Minecraft on YouTube was actually at DreamHack 2015, and that was none other than the gentleman himself, Syndicate Project, otherwise known as Tom. And man, I just couldn't believe my freaking eyeballs. You know, I remember back 4 years ago where I used to watch Syndicate Minecraft videos during my lunch break at work, and you know, it's exactly what I said to Syndicate this weekend. I walked up to him and I said to him, hey bro, you made me quit my job, dude. And Syndicate was like, what? No, I'm so sorry, man, don't quit your job. And I was like, no, don't worry, man, it's all in the past. But you are one of my biggest inspirations for starting YouTube. Thank you so freaking much for inspiring me to do this. I'm so freaking happy that I started doing it. But yeah, man, it was so freaking awesome to meet, someone that basically got me started on this whole thing. And he was a true gentleman, and I just want to give a big shout out to old Tom, Syndicate Project, for being such an absolute absolute legend. Yeah, he took a picture with me and made me freaking lol my butt off because his face is ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, so that was an absolutely awesome adventure yesterday to DreamHack, and I'm going back again today, and that's why I'm up so early this morning and recording this video. I wanted to get a video recorded before I went out, and of course I wanted to tell you guys this awesome adventure that I went on. So, yeah, man, it's so freaking sweetness. Well, it looks like this cave doesn't go any deeper than this, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to dig another little staircase, I think. Look at this, man. We're only at level 30 right now, which means we have to dig another 15 levels down before we can even get close to diamonds. So I'm going to try and bust into another cave network now, guys. I don't want to find a diamond in a strip mine. You know, I think let's try and find some bling blangs legit inside of a cave. So that's going to be the quest for today, to find a diamond in a cave. And then, well, there's numerous quests for today's episode. Number one is to make sure that we don't get lost and lose Rocky, because of course we've dragged that freaking horse all the way here already, and we got to get his butt back to Mole City. Number two is to find a freaking diamond, and number three is to get back to Mole City in one piece. And man, we have got a long ass journey ahead of us, guys. Let me tell you something. Whew, man. All right, well, this is diamond level over here, and unfortunately there doesn't seem to be any cave action. Let me just dig away all of this stuff. We might bust into a cave just by sheer luck. Let's dig some redstone out just in case we need it to create a compass. Okay, there's nothing on this side. All right, so I'm going to try and do another few more of these little staircases until we bust into a cave network. I'll bring you back once we got something to explore. Well, my friends, all of my dreams are coming true. I've busted into this cave network over here, which is at around level 12, 13, 14, 15, and it is a biggin'. Check it out. I just picked myself up 14 bits of gold ore out of this place. I've been exploring it a little bit, and I thought I'd bring you guys back because I got a feeling that there are some diamonds around here, man. This is the kind of cave network that makes me feel like we are about to find something awesome. I mean, listen to all of the zombies moaning around here, guys. It sounds like there could be potentially a dungeon here too, which would be absolutely amazing. Let's have a look, man. This gravel seems to be blocking the way to a giant cave system. I'm hearing, there it is the entrance into another little bit of a cave. Okay, no, but there is some lapis. I'll take some of that, actually. We are totally out of lapis at the moment, I think. Let's try and find where these zombies are moaning, though. I can hear them, I can smell them, and I tell you something, man, they freaking stank something fierce. Let's have a look. Are they through here? Zombies! Oh, man. But this is so awesome. I love these kind of adventures, guys. And you know what? Speaking of adventures, man, I've been reading some awesome freaking comments from you cyberdogs in the comment section of the previous videos. A couple of videos back, I was telling you guys about my very first real-life adventure, and a ton of you guys out there did exactly the same thing and told me some great freaking stories of your own real life adventures. So thanks to all of you guys who commented. It really, really got me thinking and got me inspired and got me thinking all the way back for some more adventures that I could potentially tell you guys about. And man, I got a pretty cool adventure that I wanted to talk about in today's episode. So hopefully we can get time for that today. What I do want to do though is find these freaking zombies. I can hear them moaning, but I have no idea where they are moaning from. Where are you suckers? Okay, it's very loud over here. I'm thinking they might be above us. Are they above us? Oh, yes. It looks like they could be above us over here. All right, I'm going to dig myself up here, see if we can find ourselves a dungeon or something. I feel like there is enough moaning going on that there could be a dungeon. Oh, hello there, little zombie. Say hello to my friend. All right, here we go. This is looking decent. Although, oh my goodness, guys, this is turning into a giant cave system, and I do not want to get lost. I don't want to lose Rocky right now. Okay, let's come around the corner. Oh yes, okay, so this is where we came, right? That's the way back to Rocky's salvation, shall we say. You know what, let's leave a couple of torches to make it really obvious. There we go. That's the way back. And if we come up here, then we go up to the caves that we heard the zombies moaning in over here. And of course, let's keep those torches to the right. Oh my goodness. You know what's going to be, you know what is going to basically end our freaking adventure today? Lack of torches. I didn't think about it, man. I thought I was going to have enough torches today, but it looks like we might have a problem on our hands. Let's see. Let's go down here, I think. Yeah, we're going to try keep as deep as we possibly can, right? Because that's where the diamonds are going to be. Let's go down here. Okay, this is looking promising. Oh, hello, Batty. You brought a friend. What's cracking, Batty, too? All right, let's get rid of this water source. Are there any diamonds lurking underneath this water? That would be freaking sweet. I got a feeling that there could be. There's some obsidian here, so there was a bit of a lava lake cracking down here. No diamonds, though, so why don't we just... Okay, here's some more lava. Does this go over into another bit of cave action? No, it doesn't look like it. All right, let's just dig in both directions to see if we can bust into another... Ooh, this is looking promising. Let's go in this direction, guys. Potentially there's another cave network over here. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, while I'm doing this, I wanted to tell you guys, I was super excited for today's episode because I wanted to tell you guys another adventure that I went on when I was a kid. And an adventure that I remember because it was kind of a sad adventure, I suppose. But it was at the same time, even though it was a sad adventure, it was kind of like a life lesson adventure, I guess you could call it. It was an adventure that I went on that always remained in my mind. And whenever I think about this particular memory, it kind of makes me think about life and all of that sort of jazz. So I thought I would share this story with you because it's kind of an interesting one. And it looks like we busted into a huge little network over here, which is awesome. But let's just make sure that we are... Okay, we're level 17 right now. So let's try and make sure that we're heading downwards at all times. Because that's where we're going to find the diamonds. Oh, you're going to burn. You're going to burn, son. Oh, man. That zombie is in some serious trouble. But anyway, guys, this particular adventure took place when I was about 12 years old. It was my first year at high school. And some of you guys know, those of you guys who have been with me for a while, I went to a boarding school when I was 12 years old for my high school. And I was at this boarding school from the age of 12 to the age of 18. And yeah, a lot of my childhood was spent in this boarding school. Burn, you bastard! Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Freaking punish him for being an undead bastard. But this particular adventure took place at this school. And it took place one Sunday afternoon. At my school on a Sunday, we had a rule called out of bounds. And basically what out of bounds meant was that on a Sunday, you had to leave the school grounds, okay? You couldn't hang around the school buildings. You couldn't stay in your dormitory, in your hostel. You had to go out either to the fields to play football with your friends or go play tennis or squash or whatever. Or you could sort of venture forth into the surrounding countryside around the school if you were so inclined. Most students didn't really want to do that because, you know, they were lazy. They weren't really that interested in exploring, you know, the surroundings and so on. I, on the other hand, was extremely interested in what was around me. I was a city kid, you know. I was born in the city. I didn't really have access to the wilderness or to nature because, you know, lived in a city, man. So going to that school was really cool because it sort of gave me access to what was essentially African wilderness, right? The mountains of Africa's of wild Africa, which was so freaking awesome for a 12-year-old. And on Sundays, I used to go on these adventures by myself. I used to pack a bag or a backpack with water and food that I would steal from the cafeteria in the morning, and I would just head off into the mountains. And I've told many, many stories of my adventures into the mountains of my school, where I built forts and dug holes and discovered stuff, and man, I had awesome freaking times on those adventures. But on one of these particular adventures, I was exploring up a very small little river that I used to go to a lot. And I think when I made a video last year when I went back to South Africa of my time there, and I think I show you guys the river valley or the Valley River in that video. It's like a very small little stream that runs through the center of the valley. And there is a freaking abandoned mineshaft here, which means we've got access to wood and can make some more freaking torches. This is sweet. Okay, we're going to crack into an abandoned mineshaft, my friends. Oh my goodness. We can't get lost though. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so nervous about getting lost down here. I don't want to lose Rocky. Let's just get some more wood though. Ooh, I can actually get these poles straight up. Oh no, these are fences. Hey, no. We don't want those. But yeah, man, I was on an adventure at the river, at the little stream. And I used to just go to the stream. Probably most of my adventures started at the stream. I used to walk from my dormitory all the way out of the school, and then the stream sort of ended in this. There's a diamond, yes, and a chest right next to it. Oh baby, we just smacked our freaking goal right in the nugget, man. That is amazing, sweet. Oh, this makes me so freaking happy, guys. All right, let's harvest up this diamond, crack open this chest, and then I'll carry on with my story, my friends. Is that another diamond over there? Oh, no. Oh, but there is a zombie. He does not want us to have this freaking loot. You get your ass out of here. I'm about to crack open a diamond, you bastard. All right, there we go. Let's open this chest first. Ender gods, please give us something sweet. Kapliam! Ooh, some more gold, some lapis, some iron ingots, some melon seeds. You know what? I'ma take it, and I'ma especially take this diamond. Thank you very much. Oh, it looks like it's a nice giant cache of diamonds too. We got one so far, and it looks like there's potentially. Is this going to be? Are there going to be 6 or 7 diamonds? Let's have a look. No, it looks like it's going to be 5 diamonds, but you know what? That's absolutely fine by me, man. That is absolutely sweet. Let's explore this mine shaft a little bit more too. I'm a little bit curious actually to try find. Oh, it is actually 6. Okay, that's epic. Get into my belly, diamonds. Bam, man. That is what I'm talking about. I love abandoned mine shafts, guys. They are so freaking sweet. Let's make a few more torches for ourselves though. Let's make some sticks, and we can make for ourselves a. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. A stack and a half of torches, just what we need for this abandoned mine shaft. Let's just make it really obvious that this is the way back. And let's carry on going up this abandoned mine shaft. And there's another chest just around the freaking corner. Awesome. Ender gods, please, my friends, give me something sweet. Bam! 1 ingot and some melon seeds. Jeez, thanks for nothing. It's absolutely terrible. But anyway, you know, I shouldn't be complaining about free freaking chests, right? Yeah, my bad. Alright, let's just block this off, and this will give us access into the abandoned mine shaft. Make sure that all of this lava is not there to kill us. Oh my goodness gracious. You know, what I don't want to deal with is a cave spider spawner. I do not think that I have the freaking skills right now. No diamond armor or anything like that, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. Man, this abandoned mine shaft is insane. It's all jagged and broken up. Anyway, let's go a little bit deeper, guys, see what we can find. So, excuse me, guys. Let me just take a sip of this beverage. Caffeine straight to the freaking butt at 7:30 in the morning. That's what I'm talking about, my friends. So, this real-life adventure, wow! How cool is this? Man, that's awesome. Creeper, no, don't destroy the beautiful environment. This is very pretty. I like this. All the grass and stuff growing on it. Really cool, man. Are we going down here? Oh, no. No. We're definitely not going down there, man. That's taking us into the unknown. Well, if my eyes do not deceive me, cyber diggity dogs, there is another chest down there and a little bit of gold, too. So let's get this in the belly. This abandoned mine shaft is super rich and loaded with awesome stuff. Is it not? Man, this place is freaking sweet. And there's more gold here, too. Awesome! Get in my belly. Man, things are getting pretty serious now, though, with regards to getting home alive, right? I'm getting more and more nervous as I find more loots. Let's crack this sucker open. Some coal, some pumpkin seeds, some gold. You know what? I'm going to take these pumpkin seeds, actually. Let's have a look. Anything down here? No. Nope. Nothing around here. Man! This abandoned mine shaft is so freaking sweet. So yeah, guys, this adventure that I want to tell you guys started at the little river. And I went there one sunny Sunday afternoon on the hunt for who knows what. I used to just go to the river to watch, you know, animals and insects and try and find new stuff that I hadn't seen before and all of that sort of cool stuff. You know, the river was about 1 kilometer long, so there was quite a lot to explore. It was pretty long, and it was sort of winding all the way up this valley. And the river branched also at one point. It forked into 2 different rivers. So there was a ton of stuff to look at. And I was just walking up and down the river, trying to find some interesting things to look at, or to, you know, I don't know, just trying to find stuff, trying to find adventures, trying to find things that amused my mind. when I came across a very small bird that was sort of flapping around next to the river. And as I approached it, it panicked, obviously, because it probably thought that I was a predator or something. And it just started flapping around like crazy, and it was obviously trying to swim. Obviously trying to fly. But it looks like something had attacked it, or it had damaged itself, or broken a wing, or something like that. And I was only 12 years old. I was a little kid, and I suppose it was one of my very first brushes with morality, I guess, or perhaps not with morality, but perhaps with human empathy and the human emotion with regards to death and with regards to suffering. You know, we're one of the only animals on the planet that really cares if things suffer or if things are struggling, and we want to help things that are in danger. You know, it's one of the things that sort of makes us human, I think. It's one of the instincts that makes us human. And I suppose this was one of the very first times where, as a very young little rendog, I was faced with, well, a dilemma for this poor creature, because essentially this creature was crippled. And, you know, if I hadn't come along on that particular day, at that particular moment, that poor bird probably just would have died. And, it would have died naturally, or it would have been eaten by a predator or something, right? A cat or a dog or an owl or something like that, right? So me coming along on that particular moment was kind of like a bit of fate, I suppose, for the bird, because I was I was its lifeline, essentially. Of course, it didn't think that, because when it saw me, it panicked, and it probably thought that I was going to eat it. But, you know, there it was flapping around, and I just had such a huge pang of shame and guilt for this bird, and I just wanted to help it. Of course, I wasn't a vet. I didn't know what was wrong with it. I couldn't diagnose the problem or figure out what was wrong with the bird. Man, that is looking kind of crazy down there. I want to go check it out. But what I did know was that if I could collect the bird, if I could pick it up, I could take it to my biology teacher, and perhaps my biology teacher would know what to do, right? Because teachers are smart, man. Teachers know what are going on, and a biology teacher would definitely know how to fix a bird that was damaged or injured or something like that. That was my thinking, anyway. There's innocent rendog thinking that biology teachers are vets. So, you know, my adventure was cut short that day. Instead of spending the afternoon exploring and whatnot, I scooped that bird up in my arms and tried to hold on to him. You know, I remember, I remember every detail so vividly, because I think it's an experience that's stuck in my mind due to the sort of emotional nature of it. But I remember scooping that bird up, and man, it was just flapping like absolute crazy. Its one wing was sort of bent and broken, and it couldn't really flap that one, but the other wing was just going absolutely bonkers. And I had to try and cup the bird in my hands. You know, I had to try and stop it flapping around like crazy. I sort of held its wings with both hands. I made a cup with my hands and held it as firmly as I could, so that it would stop flapping around and hurt itself even more. And I ran my 12-year-old rendog butt off as fast as I could back to the school. I mean, I'd probably walked about 2 kilometers, I guess, from the school already, and I ran from the river up onto this little dirt road that ran next to the river, and I followed that road all the way back to school. I was running, man. I was freaking sweating my ass off, running, going absolutely crazy, and I ran straight through the school, straight into the school, and then straight out of the school again. And the teachers lived on the estate of the school. They all had their own house on the school grounds. And I ran out of the school, up Teachers Drive, which was the drive that took you all the way to the teachers' houses, all the way to my biology teacher's house. And there is another freaking chest over here, my friends. So let's crack this sucker open, and then I'm going to finish my story. Get out of here, zombie, you bastard! And there's another little bit of abandoned mineshaft there too. So let's crack open this chest. Bam! We get some melon seeds, some lapis, some iron ingots, a piece of bread, and some coal. Not too bad. Zombie, my friend. That's just freaking rude. Let's put a little bit of gravel here just to indicate that we've been here already. And I think let's go down here a little bit. Let's not go too far though, guys, because oh, there's another freaking chest. Sweet. Oh man. Jeez, this abandoned mineshaft is massive. Okay, let's crack this sucker open. Lapis, redstone, melon seeds. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not exactly exciting though, am I right? We haven't found any enchanted books or anything yet, right? This has been kind of a weak looting adventure in this abandoned mineshaft, which is kind of sad. Usually you get some pretty decent loot in here, but yeah. Not going to complain. Found myself a bunch of diamonds, which is awesome. But anyway, let's continue on the story, guys. I'm just going to do a little bit more exploring here in the abandoned mineshaft. But yes, I ran all the way up Teacher's Drive and ran all the way to my biology teacher's house, and I frantically knocked on the door. You know, you weren't really supposed to go to teachers' houses on the weekends, and you know, rightfully so, man. Teachers want to have a break. They've been teaching students all freaking week, you know, every single day of their life. And at a boarding school, a teacher does a lot more than just teach. You know, they have to take roll call in the morning. They've got to go and monitor the place where students eat. They've got to monitor students during lunchtime, all of that sort of stuff. So, you know, a teacher's job is never done at a boarding school. So I'm guessing that when a teacher wants a weekend to themselves at a boarding school, that's exactly what they want. They don't want freaking students coming up to their house. So when I got to the biology teacher's house, I was knocking frantically on his door. Knocking, because I was thinking to myself, every minute that passes, you know, is 1 minute less for this poor bird to get healed and to get fixed. And the longer I delay, the more chance there is of this poor bird, you know, biting the dust, so to speak. And I was knocking frantically on my teacher's. Wow, there's a huge giant ravine here too, guys, on the door. And he opened the door and he said, "What are you doing here? This is Sunday. Don't you know you should be on out of bar?" And then he looked at my hands and he saw this bird, and he looked at my face, and he just instantly knew what was going on. He was actually he was one of my favorite teachers. He was a really nice person. Have I opened that chest? I don't think so. Oh, sweet. There's another chest here, man. Epic. Bam! And he quickly invited me into his house and took me all the way through into the kitchen, and he took the bird from my hands. And by this stage, I started to cry because, man, I had been running my ass. Guys, don't judge me, okay? I had been running my little ass off for 2 kilometers. I was so tired. I was sweating. I was freaking, you know, panicking. I was stressing. There's another freaking chest over here. And all I wanted was for this little bird to be saved. And my biology teacher took me into the kitchen, and he took the bird from me, and he put the bird onto the table. And I remember by this stage, I think the bird was exhausted too, and the bird tried to do like a little flap. He like flapped once, and his wings sort of spread out, and his broken wings sort of lay there, sort of tattered. And he just sort of looked like he kind of stopped moving a little bit, you know. Looked like he just sort of gave up, I suppose. And my biology teacher sort of took the wing and extended it a little bit and had a proper look at it. And he looked at me and he said, "Yes, it looks like this bird has been attacked, probably by an owl or a little cat or something like that." Let's crack open this chest, my friends. Oh, baby. Oh, my goodness. That's a pretty decent book. Check it out. Unbreaking 3, Smite 4, Protection 4. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And yeah, my biology teacher sort of, you know, and I think I said to him, so I probably said something like, "Well, can you help the bird? You know, is there anything that you can do? Please help the bird. Please fix him." And at this stage, my biology teacher's wife came into the room, who was actually a language teacher at the school. She taught Afrikaans, and she actually taught me Afrikaans. So but 2 of my teachers were there, and she sort of said to me, "Go and sit in the lounge. I'll make you a drink. I'll make you a cup of juice." And I went into the lounge and I sat down, and she brought me a cup of juice, and she said to me, "Don't worry, Mr. You know, Mr. is looking after the bird. He's going to do whatever he can for the bird. You just sit here and wait, and I'll let you know when you can come and see the bird." And about 10 or 15 minutes passed. I was sipping on my juice, feeling like, you know what, actually things are going to be okay. The biology teacher is going to fix the bird, and everything is going to be a-okay, and I'll be able to release the bird back into the wild, and it's going to be freaking awesome. And the bird will, you know, I would have saved this little bird's life, and hopefully it'll remember me. Anyway, 10 or 15 minutes passed, and the missus came back into the room, and she said to me, "I'm really sorry, but the bird has died. You did a really brave thing bringing him all the way back, and Mr. has done everything that he could to fix the bird's wing, but he wasn't able to, and the bird has passed away." And you know, it was sad for me, because I had this sort of overwhelming sense of hope at that moment, that the bird was going to be okay, that I had brought the bird to the right place, and that Mr. Or Sir, as we used to call the teachers, that Sir was actually going to be able to fix the bird, and we would be able to release the bird back into the wild. But of course, it was a lesson in the realities of life, in that sometimes life doesn't quite go the way that you want it to. Sometimes life isn't always positive. Sometimes it isn't always about, you know, getting fixed or everything going the right way. Sometimes things go wrong. And the most important thing is that even though things do go wrong sometimes, we've got to carry on going, right? Even though, you know, we buried that bird in my biology teacher's garden, and we made like a little cross for it and a little mound, and my Afrikaans teacher, the wife of the biology teacher, said a little prayer for the bird. Even though, you know, we had to put the bird to rest and whatnot, we had to get on with things, man. You know, next weekend was another weekend for yet another adventure in the mountains, and of course the coming week was another week of school that I had to get to, and things sort of moved on. And yeah, I guess it was one of my very first lessons, or very first run-ins with death, and the concept of death, and the concept of loss, and the concept of not everything in this life goes right, you know? That there is tragedy in life, that there is difficult circumstances to deal with in life, and that we need to learn, if we're going to be well-rounded human beings, we need to learn how to handle those moments that come. But yeah, that was the story that I wanted to share with you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I loved it, man. You know, I always love going down memory lane with you guys, and you know, going through these stories in my mind. One of the reasons that I love telling you these stories is because for a very brief moment I get to relive them again, you know, which is really awesome. But yeah, guys, we pretty much explored the majority of this abandoned mineshaft. I'm just trying to find my way back again. I think it's this way, along this very, very long path system. I think we go all the way back here, and then, oh no, this comes out to the end. Okay, but I know that we're going the right way now. I think we've got to go right at the crossroads over here, and that's going to sort of get us back to the entrance. Next part of this adventure, my friends, is to get ourselves back to Mole City in one piece, with all of this amazing loot in our belly. 40 bits of gold ore, which is amazing. And of course, we've left a whole bunch of gold ore inside of the chest way back at the nether portal exit. So we're going to have to go all the way back there too to collect that. But man, it's going to take me a bit of a while to get myself out of this place. So let me do that off camera, guys, and I'm going to bring you back in a second. Well, it took me a couple minutes, but I found my way back to the exit of this cave system, which is awesome. And as I recall, all we need to do now is follow our way all the way up here, up this pathway, and this should take us to the exit of this savanna biome. I think it's probably this way, right? Yeah, let's follow the torches all the way up. Does this go all the way up? No, this is definitely the wrong way. Oh, noes. Oh, noes! Okay, hang on. Okay, there's the torch. Follow the torch. And I'm guessing the torch goes this way. Yes, it does. Oh, I remember making this little wall thingy. That's definitely not the right way. I think it's this way, right? Oh, yes, this is the right way. Because remember, we came here and saw this little thing. Okay, yes, this is the way, my friends. So we're going to get ourselves out of here. And for some reason, I was putting torches on the left and not the right. Yeah, man, I'm so bad at freaking adventuring. Let's have a look. I think it's probably through here somewhere. Although, actually, I remember all of this, though. I remember being here. Oh, here we go. I think it's up here, isn't it? Yep, there's the torch to the left. So we've got to be following the torches that are on the left-hand side to get us out of here. So there we go. Where does that go? Does that take us out? No, I don't think it does. But I think if we carry on going around here like this, oh, here we go. Yes, we're back at the entrance. Excellent. I think the staircase is around here somewhere. I think, yes, there it is. Awesome. Oh man, we've survived the caving adventure. We found ourselves 5 freaking diamonds, and that means we are about ready to head off back home with Rocky and all of our awesome loot intact, my friends. This is so freaking sweet. I think, yeah, this is the staircase that took us to that cave network. I think if we come up here, oh my goodness, there is a freaking zombie infestation up in here, man. Damn. I can hear him. But here we are, guys. We're back in the original cave, I think. Are we back in the original cave? Oh, I don't know. Ah, here we go. Here's the staircase that goes all the way back up to Rocky. Excellent stuff. Well, my friends, I gotta say, I really enjoyed today's episode. I had an absolute blast down there, finding all that sweet jazz and telling you guys an awesome little story. In the next episode, it is going to be the final episode of this adventure. Rocky and I, we are going to be heading all the way back to Mole City, and I have no idea whether we're going to make it or not. The one thing that worries me the most is if there is going to be a lake or an ocean in between Mole City and where we are now, and the likelihood of that is pretty high. So I'm gonna have to try figure out a way to get Rocky over an ocean if that isn't indeed the case. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for freaking watching today's episode. My name has been RENDOG'S. I'm gonna take Rocky out for a little bit of a run through the savannah and stretch his legs a little bit. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will see y'all in the next episode.